So, for the past year or so, we've been working on some projects to help our clients with data management. Now, you might have just switched off, right, as I said that, but luckily I'm a big nerd and I love that kind of stuff. So, we're going to be running some webinars soon to help anyone who's just trying to get to grips with all of the data they've got and how they can organize it, how they can streamline it, automate it, and actually get some dashboards and kind of reporting tools that are just less labor intensive and much more focused on kind of useful KPIs and exactly what they're trying to achieve, that give them useful insights and feedback. We will be talking about AI in those as well, but probably not in the way you think. So there's definitely some things that AI can help you with, like when it comes to looking at your data and the way your data's set up. But equally, I kind of see this moment in time as honestly very similar to when we started the business back in 2011, where I started it because I was against all of the gatekeeping that happens in in tech, in any industry where people, I always say that the people who want to gatekeep the information are the ones who want to make themselves feel better, like make them feel more clever. But honestly, all of this should be accessible. So if you're nervous about AI, if you're overwhelmed by your data, I would like to kind of help you to get to a place where you're more confident, and if you are going to use AI, you know the good ways to use it and the ways to avoid the kind of pitfalls, and especially when it comes to things like data protection and not sharing things that you shouldn't be. But equally, there's some stuff out there where for a marketing team, there's AI can really help you with some of those digital skills, that little skills gap that's now emerged, which is different to kind of 10, 15 years ago. And that's the gap where there are all of these tools and processes that honestly, like developers and data scientists have used for decades, but we've just never known about them or needed to know about them in marketing teams. But they're incredibly helpful to us. So things like being able to use something like SQL language to just search your data and pull out some insights for you, to cross-reference, multiple tables of data at once, or things like using a Python script to tidy up your CSV file. So if you've got a CSV file or an Excel spreadsheet with loads of data on it, but there's a bunch of like foreign characters in there that you need to swap out because that's going to cause you trouble when you connect it to Power BI, or you just want to do a massive update all at once or a massive cleanup all at once, or things like that. You can use tools that have been around for a long time, like Python and SQL, that just as a marketing professional you haven't really needed to use. And this is not me telling you now have to learn those things, because you don't. That's where AI can help you. So how we work with AI, and Simon and I do this a lot, is it's important you have kind of a foundational understanding of what you're asking it, so that if it suggests something that actually, once you've dug into it, is the wrong thing to do, you will spot those things. So the webinars we're going to be running, and potentially some group training programs, are about kind of building your confidence and really helping you to unpick the things that you need to look out for if you're going to be using AI, and also if you're going to be really taking control of your data management. Because if you're anything like the teams we work with, you've just got so much information and you're not necessarily able to make good use of it, because it's either all in different places, or you're having to do lots of manual manipulation of it, or you're just not exactly sure whether it's correct and you might need to do some fixes and cleanups in the data. So we've got some processes in place. We've been taking kind of notes of everything we've done over the past year on multiple different projects like these, so that we can really kind of impart some best practice and help you skip some of those steps, so that you can just dive right into having things organized, and like I said, getting you and your team more confidence about what you're doing and the tools that you're using to do it. So looking forward to seeing you on those webinars.